Yo, what's up? I'm doing some audio tests real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the stream on my phone real quick. So I will see how that is looking. How does everything sound? I don't have the same mic I was able to use last time, unfortunately. So the quality is like a little lower. It is going quite swell. It is a fine day today. You are not the only one here. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we got 4 people up in here. How's the audio, guys? Everything good? Should I turn down the music, maybe? I think I'll turn it down just a wee bit. Let's see, we got some Corby music. You guys like smiley faces? Oh, that's not good. Thank you very much. Alright. Looks like we're pretty good here. I'll wait about a minute or two to let people get an opportunity to hop into the stream. So, I will appreciate your guys' patience. Howdy, howdy. What's up? Nice, alright. How do you guys like the setup I have? I have a crab. Do you like the crab? I like the crab. Can I move the crab a little? Wait, no. Actually, I want to move... Where is it? I lost it. What the heck? Oh, I'm just blind. Never mind. There we go. Alright, you guys want to watch a crab grow? Watch this. Whoa. That was pretty cool, right? Hope you guys appreciate. Alright. Crabs are really cool. They're just joking, Torchwood. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look at this crab. Look at this photograph. You guys want to see the parsnip? They're joking. Don't worry. You like parsnip? Look at him. What a legend. Alright, let's get this party started up in here. How about that? So, you're probably wondering why I'm like on a Google Doc right now. instead of doing something cool. I promise this is cool, okay? I think it's cool. Now this, I'm making my kind of an idea for my own balance patch in BFN. There'll be a little bit of character balancing that's necessary, but it's mainly going to be focused on making the upgrade system even more interesting, adding more variety into it. Now, hey, I don't spam as torture personally because, I don't know. I mostly use Smoldering Magic just to get around. This weapon is good. Blaze and Blast sucks though, so I like avoid using that. Blaze and Blast more like use it and die in 2 seconds. Blast. Ooh. Alright, no more howdy. We are no longer howdy. We're our howdy in all caps. I hope that doesn't scare you guys. Now, what character should we start with though? So basically in this, yeah, Smolder Madness is by far his best ability. It's broken. It needs it. Now, what character should we start with? Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like one character at a time, get a few balance patches, and write down my reasonings for them. Well, this is gonna be like my opinions and stuff. There's no such thing as perfect balancing. All of us are gonna have different opinions and different little ideas for it, so don't expect perfection, because it doesn't exist. We're gonna go into the upgrades one by one, see what we can do to make them more interesting. In particular, I'm trying to remove 4 and 5 cost upgrades and make them into 3 cost upgrades. We're gonna do a lot of balance stuff for the upgrade to encourage unique playstyle. I was thinking of doing brains, but the problem with brains is I don't know where. I need to put a lot of thought into reworking brain now, so I'm gonna save brains for later. I might do Snapdragon right now. I was thinking Snapdragon or Pea Shooter. Because both characters do need a nerf themselves. Nothing major, just a bit of a nerf. And they could use a few more interesting upgrades. Especially Snapdragon. His upgrades have always been have been like the least interesting of all the characters. Or some of them. And he's still kinda in that category. A lot of them don't do much. Like, Campfire seems cool, but it's like good. Oh, I will definitely be getting on those swarm abilities. Brain. See, I still want Brainium to be in the game because I feel like the straight up removing a thing is a bit rough to work with. But I want to rework him entirely. I want to make him take skill. I don't want him to be OP. I want him to be less cheesy to win for winning fights, so fights are actually a contest of skill between the players. But I still want him to be viable and more consistent, so he isn't like hard countered, but he also doesn't absolutely mow down people. And I want him to be fun still. I'm not gonna make him boring. I also think, well, okay, everybody knows Swoop Slam needs a nerf. Swoop Slam is a problem. Maybe we'll buff the goat and go to 5. Because Goatify can be one of the biggest game winners in the game. This wouldn't make it, if we buff the goat, it wouldn't make her like bad, but it would make it a bit less impressive. Basically. Goatify can like completely win points sometimes if a well-placed Goatify from a smart Rose Slayer, especially like combined with Butter Beacon, very strong. and forcing the enemy's movement in itself is strong. Gravity Grenade is fine in this game. I'm not nerfing that. I don't want a repeat of the monstrosity that is GW2 Gravity Grenade. That is probably some of the worst design I have ever seen. That is like the single most like broken ability in GW2 is Gravity Grenade. You can, as somebody who's played GW2 competitively, pushes are defined by one Gravity Grenade, oftentimes. Like one Gravity Grenade can make it so the zombies just win. It's really just that. No escape, it's huge, it's just, they can't do anything. Maybe we can make it a little bigger, I don't know. But I'm not removing the ability to use abilities in it. Because that just makes it so people are completely helpless. Like, oh yeah, my favorite game mechanic is not playing the game. That's how I feel about stuns. Curvature so definitely needs a nerf. I think Swoop Slam maybe nerf its damage. Just kind of revert it back a bit. Okay, we need to look at what each character is designed for too, so we can see what we're gonna do. Like Snapdragon is supposed to be a controlling character, so his abilities, logically, should encourage the enemies to scatter. Like my idea for Blue Blazes is make it really slow, but it scares the enemies. The enemies are forced to avoid it. Kind of like Homing Ball from GW2. They're just forced to run for a while. Well, what I'm gonna do with the legendary upgrades is I'm also think I'm gonna make them a 3 cost. Just so there's more variety with their loadouts. Because right now, it's like you run the 5 cost upgrade, and then you have one other upgrade. It's kind of like... So, I want them to be like a 3 cost upgrade. And then you have all these other things mixed in. To have a huge, just even more variety to the game. Going apart's definitely good in competitive scenes. I would say that. Would be. Now, Slide is getting some heavy changes herself, just to make her less, I'll be real lame. She's kind of a boring character. And annoying. So I'm gonna make her cooler. Now, if legendary upgrades cost 0, that gets really hard to balance. So, we come up with that. Because the fact that they're already good at a 5 cost means to make them a 0 cost, you're gonna have to nerf them hard. I am gonna do some changes to the malfunction, of course. Yes, Steam Blaster with Dolphin Blasting. That will be a thing. And you'll have a point left over because there'll be no 4 or 5 costs. Well, okay, I'm probably reworking Dolphin Blasting because, see, the thing with Slide is, trust me or not, like, 80s is one of the most popular characters for people to make. Everybody loves 80s. It's a top tier, so. He is one of the most popular characters. See, the problem with Slide, though, is out of fight is like one of the lamest abilities in the game. It's just you are invincible for a bit. So everybody just gets to wait. Ooh, that's fun. I'm gonna make it out of fight, like last a second maybe, but you're super fast in it. So you can just zip around, but only for a short time. So movement skill is required. This tornado is just like damage, I guess. I don't know. There's no like position that's needed with it. So I'm gonna make it so Disco Tornado, you can't detonate immediately, so it's not a close range weapon, but it has to travel for a little bit, so you need proper spacing. I'm gonna make it bigger, but weaker, so it's more focused on the crowd control aspect rather than just you kill. It's like the 1v1 tool class. I do have some lovely class ideas I might get into sometime. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Alright, we got like a bunch of people in here. Let's go ahead and get started on something. Alright guys, vote in chat. What character are we doing? Hi Artemis, what's up dude? What character are we gonna do first? We're not doing brains first. I'm letting you guys know right now. That's a bit too much of that's too big for the first one. I think starting with the swarms is weird. I feel like that's something we should get to later, just because they're very unique. I'm thinking Snapdragon looks like a good idea. Nightcap could be good. If we're doing the swarms, we're doing both together, by the way. We will hold off on that. Acorn would be an interesting one too. Harden needs a rework. We all know that. Because that is too prevalent of an upgrade. I'm thinking Snapdragon. How do you guys feel about me doing Snapdragon first? Because Snapdragon is notorious for having boring upgrades, and adding some life to that would be good. Well, Dandelion, I'm gonna be real, it is OP like yet again. They're both problematic. Corn would be a good one. I'm gonna rework Super Spin. My idea right now is I want to avoid damage boosts and upgrades because that always kind of tends to be the meta. Super Spin, Rapid Fire. Everybody loves the more damage and more damage, and I also want to lean away from kill aboard things, because that's just kind of like a flawed concept. You kill somebody and now you have an advantage against somebody else. Kind of seems cheap. Alright, see ya, dude. Thank you. So, okay. We're gonna vote between Corn and Snapdragon. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. Got 1 vote for Snapdragon. 2 votes for Snapdragon. Alright, we're doing Snapdragon. We had 3 people say Snapdragon in a row. Alright, let's get on this. Alright, so we need a... Yeah, I know, I don't use Rapid Fire either, but I kind of just still want to avoid those damage-focused upgrades. Especially since we're going to be making Rapid Fire 3 cost again. Alright, see ya. So let's start with Snapdragon. Before we can hop into his upgrades, we need to do the character as itself, because we know Snapdragon is overpowered. We're gonna first start off with him before the abilities, and then we'll get to the abilities, and then we'll get to the upgrades. So, Flare Ball could use a nerf, I imagine. Is his Flame Blower too strong, is it? Yeah, I don't really think Snapdragon's Flame Blower is too powerful. But I think Flare Ball maybe should be it. Fire should do less damage? That'd be interesting. Yeah. Okay, so Flare Ball and Swoop Sim, I think needs it. Yeah, alright. How much damage does Flare Ball do exactly currently? I'm gonna change this font to like Times New Roman. it up. Oh, we can underline that. Hold up, I'm figuring out the formatting at the moment. This is also subject to change. Alright, 35. So Flairball does like 35. I think, what do you guys think is a good number? 30? Of 5 damage reduction. That'll make it so you can't 3-shot Scientist, although with 5 damage I guess it still kind of does. What do you guys think? Howdy, howdy. And how much is it doing on body shot? I guess 30. Yeah, I think a 10 damage nerf might actually be fine. Because he's supposed to be a close range kind of character anyways. His Fireball should be mostly for like igniting enemies to pressure them from a distance, rather than actually being a kill tool. 22 on a body shot. Wait. There's no way it goes from 22 to 35 on a headshot. Wow, it's 22. It does 22 on a body shot? Jesus Christ, I didn't realize the gap was so big. Okay, now, I don't even want to reduce that much. 18, I guess? That sounds about right. We aren't hard nerfing Snap, by the way. Snap is still gonna be good after this. Guys, remember that Snap is supposed to be a control character, though. Remember this. Because we don't just want to make generic close range character that has some ranged options. We should make him focused on controlling the enemies well. So, like, the perfect example is Blazing Trail that cuts off enemies. Blue Blazes does that too by forcing enemies to run and take cover when the homing sound effects on them. I think we could slow it down a bit though, but maybe up its damage to make it more of that control option, forcing the enemies to move away from it. And the Flare Ball, if we have it at low damage, but make it so its fire effect, you know, activates like one shot or something. It's a powerful control tool. You just hit somebody once from range, and now they get to take cover for it. It's not going to be getting you kills, but it controls the enemy. For his Flameblower, I don't want to reduce its damage. I do want to reduce its range, though. Here, hold up. Let's take a look at what the wiki says. I don't know how accurate this information is, but it doesn't say his range. Anybody know what Snapdragon's range is? An AoE flame at your landing area. That might be a good idea, because I want Swoop Slam can have some mobility purpose, but also it should have some control purpose. I think the way that rises in the air and you are stuck in the air for a bit intimidates enemies, forcing them to have to move. So it is a control ability in a way. You know, I'm gonna say reduce. Oh, whoa, buckaroo. All right, let's put some raisin in here. Man, I apparently don't know how to put the letter A, but it's okay. Chat. Whoa, you guys are talking. Alright, I don't think scientist weapons are overpowered at all, but his heals are strong and his warps are strong. They can use it. I mean, just about anything is a bit troublesome if you can't see it. Yeah. That's okay. Hell, you can make it a 3 cost and it would still probably be better. Alright, let's start on Swoop Slam. Honestly, I might just not change Blue Blaze Wings. That's kind of simpler. We're not trying to rewrite everything about a character. So, 50. Yeah. Either that or a total rework. It doesn't. Why would you give a swarm character a camping move? Like, I don't get it. Even then, it would be. Even at 50, it would be problematic, is the thing. Because if it's instant detonation, it's just unavoidable damage. If you have multiple, you can totally wipe out a team with no effort. So, I don't mind Potato Mine, really. it's your sniper and it's designed to cover your flanks. And when it's destroyed, it shows you that it's destroyed, so you can keep an eye on the map. You can tell when something's flanking you, even if it's destroyed. I also like to play Cactus aggressively and just lay potato mines behind the enemies. It's funny. Okay, so swoop slam, swoop slam. So, if we really nerf swoop slam's direct damage, we could probably reduce the cooldown so we can give Snapdragon higher mobility, which I think would be fun. So what if we say made the direct damage 70 reduced from 150 to 75? How much is the splash? It's like 100, right? Yeah, Super Stat Trap needs a nerf. Super Stat Trap can just be a free kill button, honestly. I think Super Stat Trap should be a bit more focused on the whole knockback and controlling. Wait, what's that? I am thinking of doing that AoE when you hit the ground thing, but that might be asking for a bit much. I don't know. We might make that exclusive to Incendiary, actually. Walnuts was like the lamest ability in PvZ history. We are not having those back. See, potato mines, placing them in smart locations is what you get rewarded for. If you kill a noob with a potato mine, boo-hoo, it's like you could have done the same if you practiced something. Wait. Cooldown. Okay, so I think that's all we're gonna do for his regular, just base Snapdragon. Now we're gonna start on the upgrades. Alright, what upgrade should we start on first? I guess we should kind of do them in order. We'll start with the non-ability upgrades, I guess. So like campfire, radiates. So hold on. Yep, one too many ones, that's okay. Why would we nerf Showdown? Yeah, his upgrades aren't OP, but they're lame. Is it? We're gonna make always up. The main point of what we're doing right now is less balancing and more making the characters more interesting and more variety to the upgrade. Like campfire is I think we're gonna make it not rely on having to get kills to activate its ability. Like we're gonna give it something so even outside of like getting kill scenarios, it does something interesting. So campfire. Okay, radiate. The only one that I think should really affect fire damage is excellent accelerant. Radiate, I do want Radiate to be focused on his projectile. So if you like using his projectile, there's an upgrade that affects him. Campfire would be about his, well, his flame blower. So you have one for focus on his flame blower, one focus on his flare ball, one focus on his fire. And I guess coolant could kind of stick with what it's got. Got it. I'm gonna make it a 3 cost, and in turn, I'm probably gonna reduce something on it, just so it isn't too much of something at 3 cost. But I want it to be a 3 cost so you can use other upgrades with it. What if Excellent Accelerant made it so if you light somebody on fire, you get a speed boost? Wouldn't that be cool? It's got accelerant in the name. That'd be a unique playstyle too. can keep its current effect too. Maybe. I think that would be a cool concept. Make this one a mobility-focused upgrade. I think the more mobility-focused upgrades, the better, because that's fun, honestly. And it's always a good way to spice up the playstyle, especially if they have like unique conditions. So like. Okay. How much? How much? I got like I was talking about before, I do want to avoid on-kill things because that's less of an that doesn't affect your playstyle as much. It just kind of rewards you for beating up somebody that's bad, so you can beat up somebody that's good oftentimes. Also, speed boost on primary kill is literally just escape boots and adrenaline rush. Like, except worse. You don't need a third upgrade on something like that. Shogun is good. He's underrated, honestly. Not having a head hitbox is pretty strong, and having half the hitbox normally is also pretty strong. Especially if you use cover well. Anti-sniper, it protects you from tackle and brainium. It's gonna soak up some damage. It's nobody is gonna perfectly. There's never gonna be a situation where you're using Shogun and your shield's gonna take like 0 damage all the time. It's always gonna come in handy. I don't really think Citron's shield needs that much of a nerf. If anything, I think it should be bigger, so it's easier to protect teammates with. And less obstructive when you're trying to protect teammates, because sometimes you can kind of blind them. You realize Shogun's DPS is the same as Red Corn, right? And if you aim well, and by that you mean aim at his feet, you're still fighting a bulkier Corn because you can't hit his head. Against Corn, you're gonna want to try to hit his head just like anybody else, because you get more damage. If you can't hit his head, that means they're bulkier. It literally is like the same. It's only off by like a few little decimals. Yeah, I'm gonna... See, what you can do with this is you can use your flare ball to ignite somebody, though, and then you get a speed boost for a bit. There's some smart things you could do with this. Yeah, I play on PS4. I move a lot with Shogun Guard. I'll be jumping around, so with that half hitbox that Shogun gets, basically because of its shield, when you're jumping around and stuff, and especially if you have buttered branches, nobody has perfect accuracy. Hate to break it, but people are going to be missing a bit. And that shield's going to get some mileage, especially against multiple enemies. It allows you to do peak strats really well, and it protects you against Deadbeard, which is a huge threat. Yeah, it might be too easy to get, honestly. Hold up. Yeah, and hitting an acorn is easy too. Regardless, he still has no head hitbox, which means he is bulkier no matter what. Howdy, howdy. What's up? Alright, let's get back onto this. Maybe, I kind of want this to do something with a speed boost. I think that'd be cool. Maybe upon using an ability, you get a speed boost. That'd be cool. So, here. How much do we want the speed boost to be, though? So they, like, whoa. Yeah, let's just put this as a placeholder, and we'll see what you guys think. So, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of things you can do where you can just block the lower half of your body anyway. And he has better range than Red Corn. When setting on fire with an ability, that might be a bit too situational. Because then, yeah, it's like, that's just blazing trails. Right, this is a general upgrade as well, so it can't be ability specific. I think just using an ability, you could get a speed boost for a bit. Well, that's because you never fight good ones. And yeah, all characters boost so with the while scoping, but Red Corn is kind of better to use while scoping. Or you can just run Buttered Branches, and when you're running Buttered Branches, when you're scope, you move faster than you do when you're unscoped. That's how big the speed boost with Buttered Branches is. Yeah, I think this would be really cool, especially with the Swoop Slam change right here. Swoop Slam becoming more of a mobility option. You can just get around quite a bit. Everybody loves speed boost. You can literally just like use Flare Ball just to get around sometimes. Maybe we'll make it like 33%. Take note, this still has the other effect of making your fire last longer. Of course, we don't know how perfect. We don't know if this is like perfectly balanced or not. We'd have to see out it in action. Hyper Jump Dump is OP because of its freaking vacuum. Its damage isn't a problem. It vacuums into a mile away. Yeah, I never use Radiant because I have to. It makes me feel like a bad person. Okay, Radiates. So this one, I want to be focused on Flare Ball. Making Flare Ball more interesting. This one will do something with his primary. Remember, we're trying to avoid on-kill effects or damage buff effects. I want to more directly influence the character's playstyle rather than having a situational upgrade. that only helps with some fighting some good. Or just making the character strong. Yeah, you gotta protect yourself from that 14 splashing. Ooh, so scary. I was thinking maybe with campfire, if you shoot the ground, that can make a pillar of fire. Yeah, I play PS1. Yeah. And I don't want to do the... I want to rework campfire entirely. Because it's an ability, it's an upgrade that only helps you after you kill somebody. It's not going to help beforehand somebody. I want it to be a bit less situational. And then even then, you just can walk around that one pillar of fire. Like, what if you just shoot the ground and you can make pillars of fire? That would be cool, I think. It would be really cool. Yeah, we're going for a whole rework on campfire. Radiate is a boring upgrade, so that too. Coolant probably will be made more interesting as well. Remember, this is a general upgrade. It's not a upgrade for Blazing Trail, so we can't really do something that's specific to Blazing Trail. Maybe it's just like... Ooh, wait, okay. That could be a good idea for Radiate, maybe. Give him a support upgrade, something like that. This would be so cool though, like, you could just like set up fire wherever to help control using flare ball. Maybe we'll give it a little downside. Flare ball uses 50% more heat. This would make it a bit less spammable. Would it be 3 cost then? I mean, this is a strong effect. Right? Well, I don't want to do kind of that sounds like a DPS, just a DPS boost with extra steps. I kind of feel like doing something for support could be good for this. Could also make it so radiate like increases the range of flame blower, but also adds fall off to it at those further ranges. I would also, that's an idea as well. What if we make coolant something like when you overheat, it does something. Coolant, yeah. When you set an enemy on fire, you get some overheat meter back. It's just a, it's just a like an ammo upgrade with extra steps. So. Howdy, howdy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You guys want to see what we have been working on? I'll let you guys take a look what we're brainstorming right now. We're getting to snap some reworks. You guys ready for some Inception? Whoa. Whoa. Well, we are reworking strategy more of a closer. And that could encourage a unique play style. But does it fit the name coolant? think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the other ideas, the other upgrades up, just so we can look at them. So, heat seeking, that one definitely has to be what. I just spelled Pokemon, I call my tracks. What's the other one called? I forget the name, but I use it all the time. How am I forgetting this? The other one for Blue Blazers. What's it called again? Somebody please remind me. I'm dumb. Incendiary. Quick. Engulf. And backdraft. Anybody got the name? He just breathes on you really hard. I'm totally forgetting. You know, I'll just go check this. Ventilation. How did I forget this? This is like the coolest Snapdragon upgrade as of now. Honestly, unchanged. It can stick with what it's got. It's a cool upgrade. I cannot believe it. We have Green Mario here. All right. So we got all these upgrades right here. Okay, right now heat seeking's effect is like lame. One, how do you miss Blue Blazes to like begin with? How do you miss like its home and size thingy for the reticle is like so big? Why would they need to make it bigger? That's kind of pointless. How's the music over? Is green red Luigi? What the heck? That's Waluigi, guys. This is Waluigi right here. You heard it first. I didn't mean wait. Incendiary for one. We ain't having no 4-cost upgrades. Remember that, guys. We do not support 4-cost upgrades in this house. Nuh-uh. What's upgrade called for brains again? I totally forget. I don't play brains much. much because he's dumb. I can turn it down a bit, sure. Oh, why did it turn back up? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Oops, I turned it off. Alright, there we go. Alright. Holy crap, we have Luigi in the chat. I don't think there's really much to do about that. Same thing for like ZPG. Scorch, there it is. I mean, honestly, we can have this thing last for like a while. Like, 8 seconds might be fine. Actually, no, we could just make it, here, let's make it simple. There you go. We already have it in the game, we might as well just keep it. How about that? Some combos going up in here. Heat, food, that could be interesting. I mean, Quake is, with these changes, Quake will become a bit more useful, but like, still kind of lame. It doesn't do a whole lot. You knock guys up in the air. I mean, we can make it a cheap upgrade though. I do want to add more 1 cost upgrades actually, and 2 cost because when the only options for like 1 cost upgrades are like Refresh and Revive and Rough Patch, it's a bit boring. We could make this a 1 cost. It's not like a hugely effective upgrade, but it could be a nice little thing to top off a set. Yes, we are gonna get to Buff and Rough Patch, by the way. Do you guys like my glass of water? I got water right here. I'm gonna drink some. Delicious. I love water, by the way. Water is perhaps the best thing ever. Oh, it's gone. I drank it all. Sorry. There's no more water. So remember, we do want to encourage unique usages of abilities and your traits and unique playstyles and stuff. And you can mix and match to create a one-of-a-kind playstyle. We're trying to make upgrades so unique. Yeah, I'm a real. I already know about that. I mean, It's because they kind of aren't interesting. That's the problem with Snap's upgrades currently, is that lame, alright. It's good, but it's lame. Literally pointless. Good. Genuinely good. That's why it's unchanged. This one's alright. Lame. Good. Lame. We'll leave this one unchanged. Alright, see you, dude. Maybe. I mean, to be honest, even with how the upgrade system is now, it's, in my opinion, more unique than Variant. But that's because Variant's had a lot of missed potential. I love Pea Shooter, but he shoots fine. Yeah, Pea Shooter, but he shoots fine. Pea Shooter, but he shoots fine. Snap's a bad example, though. He doesn't have a whole lot going for him. What's a good example? Nightcap. Nightcap's got some cool upgrades. A double jump? I mean, that's fun. Remember, no 4 or 5 cost now, though. We ain't doing that. Honestly, I don't think that even would warrant to be a 3, like a 4 or 5 cost. It'd be kind of like a tennis skill situation, maybe. Yeah, it's not as crazy as it seems. But remember, Backdraft is still a Blazing Trail upgrade, so we want to do something with Blazing Trail. Yeah, its current effect is boring, but there is stuff we could do it with some other. We could rework it to something interesting for Blazing Trail. Just having one Blazing Trail upgrade. Blazing Trail is like one of my favorite abilities of the game because it embodies what Snap's supposed to be, a control character. It's also a firewall. Backdraft, heat seeking, coolant, and radiate. We might come back to Snap. We can also start on another character at the same time right now, so. Alright. Wait, that's actually a bad idea. There we go. What should be the next character we saw? I probably would focus a bit on the video, but I don't know too much. This is crazy. I like Party Gown. Party Gown's fun. Video on that. Well, what next character would you guys like? Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. What you were saying. What's that? Interesting. We could also just make it like, you know, go double the distance. Just double length firewall. I like that. That might be cool. That'd be chaotic. I want my party music. I mean, I don't even know how to start and reworking party time because I already hate the concept of party characters so much. It's like the problem I have with, you know, on-kill upgrades, but even more severe. Because now you need 5, but you can just, you know, get lucky and get 5 free kills off some, like, imps or something. And then, bam, you're OP, and now you can just beat up good players because you beat up bad players. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's a very luck-based playstyle, basically. Wait. I'm gonna move my keyboard. There you go. Ooh. Is CV head's melee attack fine? I think it's... I mean, I think it's kind of fine, maybe. Maybe reduce it 45. Yeah, that might be interesting. I think we can do all that. I mean, would that be a bit too... That might be tricky to make, though. That might be just a technical nightmare. I mean, you might just get... It's not, like, accuracy kind of luck, but you can find, like, low health enemies all of a sudden, and bam, you got party time because of that. That's the luck factor in it. And with, like... You might get matched up against good players, and it can be hard to get party time, but you might be matched up against like a few noobs, and you kill the noobs, and the actual good players are screwed over. Oh, yeah, TV Ed. It's got Yeti Imp. Yeti Imp is very scummy. I have zero respect for Yeti Imp. When I play TV Ed, I refuse to use Yeti Imp even once, because it's just that overpowered. It should not exist. I don't know who we're gonna do next after Snap. You guys can... I might take some suggestions here. I definitely still don't want to start an SB yet because Brainium is scary. and reworking regular brains too is gonna be hard because I want to make brains take actual like skill. I want to make them more complex. I want them to be like less of a... If you're on, you know, on occasion you might wipe out a whole team. I don't want to do that, but I also want them to be more consistent at making picks and stuff from the team. So like, you know, a normal character where he is not gonna completely wipe out a team on occasion, but he can still make picks consistently. And I want to add more skill factor in the brains, make them harder to play, more complex. Honestly, I want to replace Super Jump Thump with something else. Like a flight ability would be cool. I had an idea for backdraft. I'm trying to figure it out though. This kind of fits a backdraft thingy. This is just like a little bonus. It still has the very powerful effect of covering twice the distance and making that wall near instantly. And when you stack the speed boost from this with excellent accelerant, that could be fun. Sounds like a fun combo. It's just the problem with party time is that there is a factor of luck. It's more prevalent than any other strategy. There's no like way around it. Yeah, there are ways to kind of more consistently get it. But like, what if the enemies have just as good aim as you do? Or what if there's a few really bad players that you can get free kills off of, and then all of a sudden you can kick all the good players' asses. The ones that provide a threat in a 1v1 no longer do so as much because they're just stronger. I mean, my idea, I want to make party time a 3 cost as well, because remember I don't like 4 and 5 cost upgrades. So I'm thinking, what if they just don't give it a speed boost, like on a damage boost, but give it a huge speed boost, like a huge one after getting 3 kills. That sounds fun. Well, we're not talking about bean party, we're talking about party time, the other one. Is Wizard broken? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I think overall, he's not broken, but Spell Disaster is problematic. Spell Disaster should be supportive. Alright, ooh, wait, actually. So, 1 second. So you can use your firewall to speed boost. And then you could combo that with campfire by making your own little fire pillars. That'd be so fun. You go zoom in with pea shooter. Yes. It only lasts 1 second or something. I think that's the balancing factor. It's a huge speed buff. I think it's more than the engineer speed this time, maybe. I don't know. But it only lasts a second, but it's good. And you still have all the other lovely benefits of backdraft. You guys want to do Rose, maybe? I want to give Arcane Enigma health. I guess we should do a zombie, though, to even it out a bit. So what zombie do you guys want to see? We're not doing brains yet. I need more time to think about that. Let's do something a bit simpler. Maybe not the team-ups either, because that's also a little bit on the complex side. So anybody but the brain, swarm, and team-ups on zombie side. NG definitely needs it, so he could do NG. He needs some. Ooh, but that's so hard. How do I... Okay. Maybe not NG yet either, because it's getting, like, late. And I got, like, dinner later, and... Trust me, I'll be on Engineer for... He might have to have his whole own stream, is the thing with Engineer. Because... I want to make him so much more interesting. He's such a boring character. You put down your turret and you can't buy it. He's not flexible at all. And fixing that is not easy. You need some, like, big changes there. I think if I were to do Engineer, I'd want to start on him. I've already spent like an hour and a half on Snapdragon, and I don't want to stream too long. Yeah, that's just... I think Slide's a good idea. It kind of makes sense to do Slide and Snap together, because they're both meant to be the crowd control characters. Alright. What do you think about her abilities? I think her ability... I mean, not her abilities, her primary. I think her primary is fine. Yeah. I don't really think that needs a change. But her abilities now. I want to make all of her abilities more interesting. Like, first off... Out of fight. Hello. Her tornado is born is the problem. We'll get to the tornado in a sec. I mean, Maelstrom already kind of fits that thing with the damage and aura. Yeah, I like him being aggro. It's just the way his turret is built. He needs to be more supportive, but it's hard to support when your support is locked in one spot. He needs to be better at his whole support role. Because it's just, his support's too restricted in comparison to, say, like Rose or Wizard, who can whip up the support, can come in handy anytime. So. No, Fung Fu is like one of the worst abilities. It's not like bad, but like, man, most of the time noob Nightcap players die is immediately after using Fung Fu. I'm struggling here with it. Hold up. Damn, I missed a bunch of chat. Jesus Christ. Hold up. Okay, I'm catching up. with Nightcap, I like to play mind games because it's fun. Support Nightcap is Giga Chad. Alright, let's hop into the next ability for Slide. Alright, Disco Tornado. So, as of right now, Disco Tornado is like hardly even like a crowd control move. It's just more of a, you use it to deal some damage to somebody. You spam the button a bunch and boom, damage. Ooh, wow, that's cool. It's also a not very interesting ability. No. I've beat Brainium with like every character in the game. Nightcap is pretty good against Brainium. Cactus can definitely mess up Brainium with drone and potato mines. Pea Shooter is just a super strong character, so fucks up Brainium. Acorn just like bullies. Yeah, he really does just bully Brainium. They can't do anything to Acorn, and he just like annoys the hell out of them. You can't even touch the Acorn. Hell, even Sunflower with like shove and quick egress can handle Brainium pretty well. I remember I was doing a Sunbeam loadout for Sunflower, and I was kicking Brainium ass. Pea Shooter's pretty broken, so like he's great against Brainium. Rose can't 1v1 a Brainium because she can't 1v1, but she can protect her team from Brainium using Arcane Enigma to block. Alright, let's get back to this Disco Tornado thingy. So, actually, how about we just get rid of its, hold on. Oh, I hear my cat. Hold up. Hello, cat? Alright, guys, I got a cat now. Hello, cat. Yeah, fuck Eddie. Hello, cat. Hello. Of course, multiple Brainiums is when the problem comes in. It's not easy keeping track of a bunch. Yeah, I've jumped over Brainiums just like sometimes before. It's amazing. Hello, cat. He is like right on my mic. Alright, let's get that. Got distracted me. Hard to do this. What do you guys think about these changes? I need brain power from you guys. Oh, see ya, dude. It was fun having ya. Increase. I keep putting fucking apostrophes. I'm so silly, I apologize. That kind of just feels similar to Funky Bouncer in the way it's used. Kind of keeps moving forward. That's the thing about it. Kind of like this. I mean, I personally like this idea. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's how I've been working, I suppose. I think it's not a fight change. It's kind of like Moira's Fade from Overwatch. It'd be really fun. You get one. Nobody's gonna complain about having some mobility up in there. That's more fun. And you gotta position a lot more of it. You gotta be quick. You gotta think fast. But the thing is, if you make it an explosion, then it's just back to being a damage tool instead of an area denial and crowd control tool. Like, Slide is supposed to be based on crowd control. And with these two changes, the Out of Fight and Disc Tornado change, both synergize into a playstyle based on having good positioning to deny areas. Now, Funky Bouncer. Hum-ba-da-ba-da-bum-ba. Alright. So, how do you make Funky Bouncer more interesting? Because right now he's gonna move people. It's not the most interesting thing in the world. It's like Gravity Grenade, but it moves. Wow. It does work with kind of area control concept. I'm gonna get to every character eventually, but right now we're working on Slide, and we did Snappy. Every character's gonna get more interesting upgrades. I want every upgrade to have some sort of playstyle in mind, so all of them are useful. And there's a ton of different loadouts you can do. But I also don't want any to become meta-defining, so I don't want any to be like more useful than the others necessarily. Because if we do things that like look at Hardened, that's like the most use of Acorn upgrades. Cause it just, I mean, yeah. Every planet is flung in a random direction. Yeah, straight up stat buffs is what I'm avoiding, and more into unique playstyles is what I'm upgrading. That could be a good idea. I like that actually. Now, the problem with doing that though actually is it has anti-synergy. Well, I don't think she already is like a good, her damage is fine, I think. She is supposed to be intended for crowd control. I mean, it's not like she does, like, low damage. Oh, no. I mean, there are going to be characters that are going to be worse in 1v1s, like Rose is, probably the worst choice for 1v1s in the game, but she's a support. And Slide plays an almost supportive role with her crowd control, breaking up groups and weakening enemies by racking up a ton of damage just over multiple enemies, so her allies can make a big impact. And of course, there's going to be upgrades too that are going to improve how she performs in 1v1s. Wow, is the music over? Oh. Okay, we got more, don't worry. Howdy, Ruckman. Been a while. how do we make Funky Bounce more interesting? So crowd control, but maybe give her a bit of 1v1 functionality with it. It does make her very effective for objective control too, is the thing. Thinking. Slower. Actually, that'd make it a bit less annoying, but a bit also, it's kind of good for both sides. It benefits as always by making them easier to, the plants on the inside easier to hit. But it also is nice for the plants because it's like, oh, thanks for not flinging me across the map. That's very polite of you. Because Funky Bouncer can be a bit annoying. Yeah, no. I'm a very objective player, so. And we're trying to make it so she's even better at objective control, I think. She kind of, oh, well, take note, she kind of has a more mid-range playstyle. We're not making her close range at all. Disco Tornado, with these changes, it's fit for mid-range. These changes for how to fight helps her keep her distance. So, Funky Bouncer also helps her keep the enemies away from her. I mean, honestly, maybe we don't need, well, I think we'll make it slower. So, she controls the enemies and tries to keep them away of it. I mean, it depends on, I mean, if you got brains, I guess it's not going to be very supported, but most of the characters are not melee characters, is the thing. Keeping the enemies off of your team can help protect them, and it also puts them in an easy-to-hit kind of bubble. It controls where the enemies are going to be. Well, that's why we're reducing the speed of Funky Bouncer, because it will make them I mean, I'm being real, enemies are already really easy to hit inside of Funky Bouncer. This will make it even easier by reducing the speed of it. Now, she isn't entirely supportive, of course. She's not a support character, but she's a crowd control character, and this is a very strong crowd control trait to knock guys away. She isn't like a complete when I was saying she was support, I wasn't meaning like she's a support. I meant more that her damage isn't very strong on her own. It's like it weakens the enemies for her allies to finish off. Funky Bouncer helps keep yourself safe and the enemies away from you and control of the enemy's movement. that's not the word I'm looking for. Now, the thing is, on Switch, I imagine Slide to be a little less effective due to the fact it's 8v8 instead of 12v12. So that also would affect this. In an 8v8 environment, her crowd control functionality isn't as effective as it is in a big old 12v12 bash. Man, I cannot type. Don't mind me, I'm struggling. I'm a very, very aggressive player. I like close range fights too. So this would not fit my playstyle. But I am good with a lot of playstyles, even outside of hyper aggro. And this might fit somebody else's playstyle. We're not just doing my own playstyle, of course. What? Yeah. What kit am I doing next? I don't know. This will probably be the last for today. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I got to cook dinner and I got stuff to do. I'm probably also going to start working on the next tips and tricks video, which I'll probably upload tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, I like aggro Deadbeard. Oh, maybe we'll do Deadbeard in the next one. Cactus and Deadbeard, maybe. A sniper one. Because heavy metal needs a heavy nerf. Haha. And it should make Anchor better. I love killing people with Anchor. It's funny. And it's effective. We can always come back to this stuff too, and I can revise all this stuff. Yeah, I might do that tip. I think I'm gonna try to get like at least a tip out for every character first, maybe. I don't know. There are a lot of tips to do, bro. So. Let's see. I think we might wrap it up here for today, and we'll work on her upgrades next time, whenever that'll be, maybe next week and maybe next week, I don't know. Whenever I happen to have the time, you know. I got stuff to do. I might also do a stream during the week where I just play Monster Hunter if anybody's actually interested in that. I know most people aren't, but I know some people that are. And it sounds fun. It was quite fun today. We gotta have some fun with our imaginary little update. I might come up with some ideas for coolant and radiate and heat seeking in my sleep. I might give Funky Bounce with some secondary functionality too. Something for control. But we'll see about it next time. I will see you guys later.